Hey there, attention spans. Ever feel like your mind is constantly wandering, jumping from one thought to another like a hyperactive squirrel? Well, you're not alone. In today's fast-paced world, keeping our attention focused on one thing for more than a few seconds can feel like an impossible task. Ever feel like a goldfish in a bowl? Swimming, then bam! Suddenly, you can't remember what you were doing or why you even started. It's like our brains are on a never-ending loop of distractions, constantly being pulled in different directions by the endless stream of information and stimuli around us. What was I doing again? Yeah, me too. Curse's kingdom. Attention spans these days, they're shorter than ever. It's no wonder we often find ourselves lost in a sea of confusion, trying to remember what we were supposed to be focusing on. It's like our brains are playing a cruel game of hide-and-seek with our thoughts, shorter than a stand-up comedian said at a funeral. And let's be honest, that's pretty short, but why is it that our attention spans have become so fleeting? Is it the constant barrage of notifications? The endless scroll of social media? Or the overwhelming amount of information we consume daily? Whatever the reason, it's clear that maintaining focus has become a real challenge. Another key tenet of smart being has become this incredibly delightful appellation. But fear not, my friends, there is hope. We can train our brains to be more attentive and engaged. It just takes a little effort and some helpful strategies. So, let's dive into the world of attention and discover how we can reclaim our focus and boost our productivity. We're about to unlock the secrets of engagement. Imagine being able to concentrate on a task without getting distracted, to fully immerse yourself in a project and see it through to completion. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, it's possible, and we're here to show you how. Get ready for a wild ride through the land of captivating content. Buckle up. We're going to explore techniques and tips that will help you stay focused, keep your mind sharp, and make the most of your time. From mindfulness practices to time management hacks, we've got you covered. So hold on tight, and let's embark on this exciting journey together. 1. I feel pressure to be productive. Oh, what's the timeout? Remember that time? Think back to a time you were totally hooked. Maybe it was a gripping novel that you just couldn't put down, or a movie that had you on the edge of your seat. Or perhaps a conversation that was so engaging you lost track of time. A book, a movie, maybe even a conversation. These moments of deep engagement are powerful. They draw us in, captivate our attention, and make us feel connected to the story or the people involved. What kept you glued? Was it the suspense? The humor? Or maybe it was the way the storyteller made you feel like you were right there in the action. Think about the elements that made that experience unforgotten. Was it the plot twists, the characters that felt so real, or the emotions that resonated with you on a personal level? See, engagement is all about connection. It's about creating a bond between the storyteller and the audience. When we feel connected, we are more likely to be invested in the story, to care about the characters, and to be moved by the events that unfold. Existing druids could speak watermelon enough. It's about making your audience feel something, whether it's joy, sadness, excitement, or curiosity. The emotions we experience while engaging with a story are what make it memorable. These emotions create a lasting impact, making us want to return to that story, to relive those moments, and to share them with others. There was a pause as Kevin hesitated, wondering how he's feeling. Then his mind registered the saddened glimmer of excitement. The comparison really went to suit him now. Think about the last time you felt truly connected to a story. What was it that you felt drew you in? Was it the relatable characters, the immersive setting, or the compelling plot? These elements work together to create an experience that is both engaging and meaningful. And it's not just about the story itself, but also about how it's told. A skilled storyteller knows how to weave these elements together using pacing, tone, and detail to draw the audience in and keep them hooked from beginning to end. So the next time you find yourself completely absorbed in a story, take a moment to appreciate the craft behind it. Notice the techniques used to create that sense of connection and engagement. And remember, it's these moments of deep engagement that make stories so powerful and memorable, whether it's through a book, a movie, or a conversation. The power of storytelling lies in its ability to connect us, to make us feel, and to leave a lasting impression. So cherish those moments of deep engagement and let them inspire you to create your own stories that captivate and connect. Because in the end, it's the stories we connect with that stay with us, that shape our memories, and that remind us of the power of a well-told tale. Spill the tea. Yes, you. We all have those moments when we just need to share something juicy, right? Whether it's a funny story, a surprising fact, or just a little secret, spilling the tea can be so satisfying. So, let's dive into it. Okay, time for a little audience participation. I want to hear from you. What's the most interesting thing you've heard recently? Maybe it's a piece of gossip, a fascinating tidbit, or just something that made you go, wow. Share it with us. Don't worry, I won't make you dance. But I do want you to think about those moments that make you smile, laugh, or even shake your head in disbelief. Those are the moments that make life interesting, aren't they? Tell me, what's the one thing that makes you instantly hit the close tab button? Is it a boring article? A video that just doesn't grab your attention? Or maybe it's something else entirely. We all have our pet peeves when it comes to content. Is it walls of text? Boring topics? There's nothing worse than clicking on something that looks interesting only to be met with a giant block of text that makes your eyes glaze over. Or maybe it's a topic that just doesn't resonate with you. Or maybe just bad jokes. Hopefully not mine. Humor can be so subjective, can it? What makes one person laugh might make another person roll their eyes. That's what makes it fun. We all have different tastes, and that's what keeps things interesting. Leave a comment below and let's get real about what works and what doesn't. Your feedback is so valuable. It helps us create content that you love and enjoy. So don't be shy, spill the tea and let us know what you think. We're all ears. The curiosity conundrum. Ever notice how the best stories leave you wanting more? It's like a little itch you can't scratch. You just gotta know what happens next. That's the power of curiosity. Tease your audience. Give them a glimpse behind the curtain. Make them feel like they're in on a secret. Trust me, they'll be hooked. You know me, I love a good laugh. And guess what? So does everyone else. Humor's like a universal language. It breaks down barriers and makes people feel comfortable. So don't be afraid to inject some personality into your content. Share a funny anecdote. Make them smile. Remember those goldfish we talked about? Yeah, they're still swimming around with their tiny attention spans. So keep your sentences short and punchy. Use headings, bullet points, and visuals to break up the text. Make your content easy to digest. Nobody wants to wade through a novel just to get to the point. A true story. Once upon a time, I wrote a blog post. It was long, it was boring, and it had absolutely no pictures. Let's just say it didn't exactly go viral. Lesson learned. Engagement is a two-way street. You gotta give the people what they want. So there you have it, folks. The secrets to engagement are out of the bag. Now it's your turn to put them into practice. Go forth and create content that captivates, inspires, and maybe even makes people snort laugh their coffee. For now. But wait, there's one more secret I haven't shared yet. Remember that surprise I promised? Well, you'll just have to stay tuned to find out what it is. Until next time, keep on engaging. Holly watches as Hollow's Gate sail past and looks back down at the desk, while remaining unpleasantly quiet about not going before her.